This is the CFA franc, a currency used by 14 African countries, but controlled by France. Yeah, it was created during colonial rule, and somehow it still exists today. France controls its monetary policy. That means interest rates, inflation control, even how much money can be printed. All these decisions are handled in Europe. This seems like economic colonialism. It holds back development and keeps African countries tied to its old master. But how did we get here? The CFA franc was created in 1945 by France to stabilize the economies of its colonies post-World War II. Though these countries gained independence in the 1960s, France maintained control over the currency through French representation on their central bank boards. Yeah, it happens. Requirement that up to 50% of foreign reserves be held in the French treasury. We also have a fixed exchange rate with the French franc. But why do these countries stay if it isn't favorable to them? Well, France has consistently used diplomatic pressure to keep countries in the CFA franc zone. Countries that have tried to exit or question the system have faced strong resistance. For example, Mali withdrew from the CFA franc zone in 1962 but rejoined in 1984 due to economic isolation and pressures. Guinea under Sékou Touré rejected the CFA franc in 1960, printing its own money. But guess what France did? They retaliated by flooding the country with counterfeit Guinean francs to crash its economy. Yeah, this is practically war. France also supported internal destabilization efforts and cutting off aid completely to the Guinea. In 2019, France agreed to reform the currency by renaming it the Echo, but most of the control still French. Meanwhile, young Africans want real autonomy, not just new names but new systems. So here's the question: is the CFA franc just a leftover relic, or is it 21st century colonialism? Because in 2025, that colonial coin is still flipping in Paris. If you want better understanding of African politics, follow along for more.